Just about to share a short, which is my 3 wins for the week. Lease negotiated, office secure, open claw up. And one of my goals for this year, one of the things that I want to try and do more of, is to do more to start, not even do more, right? Just to start putting pen to paper on this next phase of my China journey. I have lived in China for most of the past decade, and now I'm now entering my second decade here. First visited 2015, first moved to Beijing, first moved to China 2016, and now being 2026, I've started living back in the country, although I have been here for most of that past decade. So the 3 wins that I had for this week, lease negotiated, so I'm looking forward to sharing with you a little bit more about that and what that involves. This lease is in a new city, and it is the first time living here. I've negotiated and obviously had apartments and different rentals in Beijing, and also up in northeast China, where I've had to negotiate, and the whole thing is in Mandarin Chinese, right? So it's most of the contracts, I think the ones that I had in Beijing were both have an English version and a Chinese version. Harbin, it was Chinese only, I believe, and then also here it's Chinese only as a written contract. Even if it is in English and Chinese, it does also then specify that the Chinese version is the one that takes precedent, or the one that would trump the English version if it was ever to get to that stage. But I've had very good experience with rental properties in China, particularly in Beijing. I was most recently living at a hutong in Beijing in the inner east, and had a really good time there, really good experience with the landlord. If ever there was anything wrong, I would send him a message. Not that anything major happened. It was a little bit of a crack on the wall, or there was a little bathroom needed, I don't know, a little bit of new, needed a little bit of an adjustment here and there as the year went on. But apart from that, it was very, very smooth. And within 24 hours, someone was around to clean it up or around to fix it. So that was really good, really positive. It's important to have good relations with your stakeholders here in China. And obviously I'm now moving into a new phase where that's going to be more critical and important. So that's lease negotiated. Yeah, no big things to report there. I'll have to show you the space once that's set up. I'm just currently in a hotel nearby, so it's pretty interesting for you. Office secure. So this is also very good. I am working for myself in China now, so that's exciting. We'll share more on that in future. This is more so just, I hope this is recording. Yes, this is recording. This is so that's exciting, right? Because I've studied, worked in China for a handful of years now, and this will be the first time that I work for myself in both Australia and China. So this is, it's really good. I'm looking forward to it. I feel very, very comfortable here. Obviously the holding in the past week or plus has been in Mandarin, and I've really enjoyed it. It's good to be back here. I feel as though I get around in Mandarin just as confidently or as easily as what I would get around in English. When I say get around, I mean travel, transit, communicate, negotiate, have a conversation, that type of thing. So that's really good. I mean, I suppose after 10 years, I would hopefully have gained a little bit of confidence and clarity. And then the last point here is open claw up. Open claw is set up, which seems to be all the hype at the moment. I haven't been over the past couple of years. I haven't been massive on the AI front. Obviously, I use it as a user like everybody else, but I have never been one of these people who has been obsessed with tech or obsessed with AI, or always ranting and raving about the latest feature and application or system to jump on. But this, OpenClaw has caught my attention. I first learned about it a couple of weeks ago, and just in the past 72 hours, I've been able to find time to sit down, and it's actually quite technical. I didn't realize how technical it was going to be. I dare say that in future, and I was having a conversation with somebody earlier today who said that they would not, they work in software themselves, who said that they would not be surprised if in the not too distant future, there will be a plug and play model of this. So I'm sure that's not too far away as well. And even then, in doing my research through a couple of YouTube videos, I saw that there was differences in VPSs. So I run mine off of a VPS. Obviously, is different to a hard drive, a physical disk, mini Mac, a Mac Mini, or a laptop or whatever. So just a VPS, a virtual private server, is what I use. So it's going well so far. It's a little bit slow. Latency is there. I'm not 100% sure why, so I just have to fiddle with a couple of things. But I'm getting good responses, working with it off of Telegram as well. So that's been good. So that's really all. That's the week. What are we now? The 15th of February. And it is Chinese New Year. I think today was officially the first day of the public holiday. And then the Chinese New Year's Eve, the New Year Eve will be tomorrow, and then the 17th of February will be the New Year. But the public holiday really lasts all of the next week, up until I believe I've got a few people to meet and see and talk to, and they get back to work on the 24th, Tuesday. So the holiday ends on the 23rd. But I'd like to get more into the habit of putting these videos together more often, more regularly. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be a bit of a snapshot in time. So that's all it is, and then we'll carry on from there. Hope to see you around. Thanks for following along.